Hey everyone, okay, so in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout and the potential to add a lot of animatronics into this attraction. Now, a lot of people are really sad and upset over the transformation of, from Tower of Terror to Guardians, and I totally understand what you're saying. I love Tower of Terror as well. So, but, it is what it is, okay? So we have to kind of make the best of it. So what I'm suggesting is that if they're going to go in this Guardians of the Galaxy direction, let's try to at least make the best of that decision. Whether you agree with it or not, let's try to make the best of that decision. So one of the opportunities that kind of comes up when you're changing this into a Guardians attraction is, there's a lot of different creatures and aliens in that universe, okay, which lends itself to more opportunity for animatronics. Animatronics are classic Disney, okay, classic Disney. All the best attractions, whether it be Pirates, Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, whatever, they all have a ton of animatronics. Why not, if you're going to do this, why not add a ton of animatronics into Mission Breakout? Okay, let's give it at least a classic Disney attraction feel. Even though it's a Marvel ride, it can still feel like a classic Disney attraction, okay? So when you first walk into that main, what was the hotel lobby, I think now it's going to be like more like a museum. Okay, so when you walk into that museum area, there's going to be a whole bunch of these creatures and aliens and like this weird stuff in these glass confinements. Okay, all over the room. What better opportunity for animatronics than in that room? All these various creatures. I really hope they're not like stationary. I really hope that each one of these actually moves and has life to them. I mean, imagine walking into this room, this museum, and all these creatures are like banging on their glass cages and they're like doing these weird things. It would be really cool. It would add a lot of kinetic energy into that experience when you first walk in. It would also separate the experience from the former Tower of Terror, which had no animatronics. So I think it would be very cool, a very, it would be a very distinct difference to what was there before, and it would add that level, that layer of classic Disney to this attraction. Okay, so when you first walk into that hotel lobby, which is now a museum, all these glass cages and these confinements are all over the room. All of these creatures should be animatronic, and they should have personality, and they should be interacting with guests as you walk through this whole area. Okay? So that's my first suggestion. This might happen. I have no idea. I have no inside information. I'm just going based off of concept art. So based on the concept art, it looks like that's what they're going with. But you never know. It's concept art. So hopefully that's what they do. When you walk in, there's all these, aliens and creatures in these glass confinements, and they're animatronic, and they interact with the guests, and they, they add a lot of energy to that experience. So hopefully that's the direction they go in. Now, once you're in that room, you get funneled into what was the library. Okay, now when it was Tower of Terror, you would stand there in the dark and watch the old school television, and that's when they would tell you, this is 1939 Hollywood, amidst the glitter and glamour of Hollywood, that whole scene. In that particular room, supposedly Rocket Raccoon is supposed to give you your mission. Okay, so that's a perfect opportunity to have Rocket Raccoon in the flesh, so to speak, in the flesh. So you should have a next-gen, hyper-realistic Rocket Raccoon animatronic in that room interacting with guests, okay? Face to face, I think that would be really cool. I really hope Disney goes in that direction. I really hope they don't just decide to have a screen with Rocket talking to you. Have the animatronic. Give it that fleshed out Disney experience, okay? So hopefully that's what occurs. Hopefully it's an animatronic, life-size Rocket Raccoon interacting with guests in the room, telling them your mission. This is what we're going to do, guys. Come on, help me out here. Let's get out of this place, whatever. But that would actually really enhance this experience. And that would actually separate it from the Tower of Terror. Again, Tower of Terror never had any animatronics in it. So if the Mission Breakout attraction can at least give us some of that classic Disney, I think fans would be really happy, really pleased with that. I think that would really add a lot, okay, to this attraction. So again, the first room, the museum, they should have a ton of animatronics all over the room with all the aliens and creatures. Then you go around the corner, you go into the library, and Rocket Raccoon in full glorious audio animatronic form, he's telling everybody what your mission is. Okay? Then once you get out of the library, you go into what was the boiler room. Okay? Now in the artwork, it looks like the boiler room is going to have the Guardians of the Galaxy hanging from above in their glass containments or their glass cages or whatever you want to call them. Now since we had Rocket already free in the library, you would have the Guardians crew minus Rocket. Okay, so you'd have like Star-Lord, Drax, Groot, I forgot the other girl's name. I think her name was Gamora. Have all of them up in there in their glass boxes, whatever, hanging from the ceiling. But have them be fully animatronic. So when you're walking through that boiler room and the Guardians are hanging from the ceiling, they look real. Like really make it look like, wow, they're really up there. That's cool, So those are some of my ideas in terms of how they can infuse some animatronics into this attraction. I think it would go a long way. I think because it's a Marvel attraction, a lot of people don't feel like Marvel is really part of Disney. Yeah, they know that Disney owns Marvel, but it still hasn't really clicked yet. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if they at least make this Mission Breakout attraction, if they make it as classic Disney as they can while using the Marvel theme, I think that would sort of ease people in to the idea that, hey, you know what? Marvel goes well with Disney. Marvel works. It can be classic Disney yet still be Marvel, right? So I think that's what they should do. I think they should add a ton of animatronics into this attraction. The worst thing that Disney could do right now with Mission Breakout is to have it totally screen based, all projection, all screen. That's the worst thing they can do, because basically, and I'm not knocking Universal, but Universal has utilized the Marvel property already, and they've utilized it with screen-based attractions. Disney has to separate itself from that, okay? And they have to separate itself from the former Tower of Terror. The only way to do that is to have a classic Disney experience with animatronics. So those are my thoughts on this upcoming attraction. I'm excited for it. I am. There's a lot of haters. A lot of people don't like it. I completely understand where you're coming from, but you know what? I really have faith in this project. I think it's going to turn out really well. But I think animatronics are the right direction to go. I think they have to go classic Disney to kind of offset the Marvel theme, which a lot of people don't think of as Disney. So I feel like using the animatronics will sort of offset, that mentality. But comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think animatronics are the right way to go for Mission Breakout? Would that kind of create more of a Disney feel to the attraction? Because it's a Marvel themed attraction, so is it something that maybe they should go the extra mile to make us feel like it's a Disney ride? You know, we want to separate from Universal a bit. So let me know what you think. I appreciate all your support. I really do. Comment below. Let me know all your opinions on this. And thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.